Well, if it isn't you, viewer of this video, I just went on my first podcast, and also now I'm going to save a mouse. This guy is like trying to be really still, but like, dude, no. Yeah, look, saving him. Now I can go and be free. Oh, could you even see him? Okay, now he's in the grass. I don't know if you could see him. That would have been sucky if you didn't see anything there. But yeah, now the mouse is free of the pool. Anyways, I just went on my first ever podcast, which was a really cool experience. It is my friend Julius's podcast called, I think it's called Art of the Question. And he interviewed me on my research on loneliness, which I talked about in the video I made 2 days ago. And it was really cool. It was a good experience. I definitely enjoyed getting to speak about something that I'm very knowledgeable on, something that I've researched for the past 2 years. And yeah, I don't know, that was kind of sick. That's all I thought of to say. So what else should I say? What am I doing today? Well, still continuing to work on the documentary. So close to done. However, one of my professors just watched it and sent a whole bunch of feedback. It's silly because I'm like spending all this time on it because it's something that I want to do, of course. But also like, you know, I'm done with school, all my grades are in, and I'm spending a lot of time on this. So still gonna finish it out, see it through, but it is quite the big project. So anyway, what else? You know when you have those awkward silences and then you just don't know what to say and then it's awkward? Well, I don't know because I like awkwardness. So it's chill actually. Okay, I think I need to stand in the shade today because it's too hot and I'm wearing a shirt so I can hold my mic. The thing that I want to talk about right now is, okay, so the book that I was telling you about yesterday, where this guy like takes something and it makes him really smart. So he found out that somebody else was also taking the drug. Also, the name of the short story or the book is called Understand, I think, or Understanding. And so he finds out somebody else is also like a super genius. And so he tracks this person down, and then they have this weird like mental fight where they're like trying to trigger these responses in the other one's brain to then like have their brain basically shut itself down, and like that's how they're fighting because they're not fighting physically and it's all happening within like milliseconds. And it's really weird. And then the book just kind of ends once one of them like dies. So I don't know what my thoughts are on that book, but anyway, life is cool. Life is cool. In fact, I just did, actually I don't even know if it worked, but I did like a no leg push-up, sort of, but it didn't like, okay. Talk about books, talk about working out, and let's see if I could set this up right. Yeah, it's gonna be a little lopsided, but, okay. So basically, if I just do this, yeah, you can see everything. Cool. And then I go, I should be here. Okay. Like this. It like, I don't know what it looks like, but I think it's cool. Like I can almost do well, my face is red. I can almost do a push-up, but not yet. But imagine it. Eventually, in one of these, I'm just gonna be like, hey, check this out. And I'm gonna like go to do a push-up, and then I'm gonna take my legs into the air or off the ground and then do a push-up. Because you know, it's like you can do a one-arm push-up, but what about a no-leg push-up? Now that's crazy. I wonder if eventually I'll run out of things to say in these videos because there's only so much to say about what I'm doing. Because basically all I've done today is this podcast. No, I should talk more about my experience of the podcast. what did I... What was the podcast like? The podcast. So basically, my friend Julius, I already said this, but he was asking me questions around my research on loneliness. And it was really... What was it? Well, it was obviously cool to like speak about something I'm knowledgeable about. I said that already like 5 minutes ago in this video. But also, I liked it because why? Yeah, I guess it's just interesting to... Like, he brought up a lot of interesting points as far as, like, other sides to the things I'm thinking about in my research and, like, other things to consider, and it was very cool, fun, interesting. So, yeah, I guess I just kind of realized that in doing a podcast, you're also... Like, you're not just sharing things, but you're also getting to learn a lot, which is obvious because that's just how conversations work. But it was really cool to... Low-key, guys, this is not it as far as the things I've talked about. It's hard to think of words to say right now because I just talked for like an hour and a half. But point being, there's a fly on my face. Bah. Point being, yeah, I don't know, it was just fun. Flowed really well. And I wonder if I'll ever do a podcast again. I think, as far as loneliness and the research I've done on it, I think it's totally something I could do more of and would be very interested in creating spaces for loneliness. No, creating spaces that function as a mitigator of loneliness, because that's something that is very, not easy to do, but very possible to do. Like, it's not complicated, but it's hard, if that makes sense. To create intentional spaces that encourage emotional vulnerability and authentic connection, people speaking and sharing as they truly think and feel, being recognized for who they are, feeling recognized. These are all things that make somebody into a very happy human. Somebody who's like, oh, I have friends, I have people that understand me. So, I mean, like, okay, yeah, here's something to say. One of the dreams that I have in my life, it is so bright outside, oh my goodness. One of the dreams that I have is to create spaces like this. Also, my idea is kind of just to do that in different parts of the world, because that sounds cool. To have, like, in different countries, to have places in different countries, like co-living communities or camps or experiences where you basically just go and the whole point is to make friends and connect, but not in a superficial way, in a very authentic and real way. I think that would be incredible. Freaking-credible. But also, I feel like I don't want to do that until I have money to do that, because it would feel much better to be like, okay, this is what I'm doing, and then I do it, rather than like, hey, I have an idea, do you want to give me money so that I can do this thing? I guess that's kind of how nonprofits work, or whatever you call those things, where you like ask people for money so you can do the thing. But I would much rather just do the thing, So that's why I need to figure out how to make money in life. And so that segues into the next part of this, which is like, okay, so what the heck do I do to make money in life? But in order to make money, I need to like do the things that make, you know what I'm saying right now, a whole lot of nothing. So as it turns out, I'll make a better plan for tomorrow. And then tomorrow I will have figured out how to make money, because it's all as simple as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.